So we are going to get into an inspiring subject. We get so deep and personal here, but I absolutely love this, and it would normally come as like a Monday motivation, but we're going to spread our wings on a Friday. I think for most pilots, especially new pilots who have earned their wings, the world literally is your horizon, and most of them would be doing everything other than looking back. But for Boitumelo Katisi, that isn't the case.
Exactly. Now, unless you're Boitumelo Katisi, whose mission is that other young South Africans from the townships should follow where she is leading, and she's taking a direct, hands-on approach. We need more people like this.
A career in the aviation industry hasn't always been popular or accessible to kids from underprivileged backgrounds, and that's why Aviation Development Africa, which is an organization founded by commercial pilot Boitumelo Katisi, is hosting a career day here in Soweto to expose the young people to the industry.
Boitumelo's plan is to fly for South African Airways, but first she wants to do some teaching, to visit schools in black neighborhoods so kids can see what an African female pilot looks like.
Dumi, tell us what today is all about.
Today is all about aviation, so it's a point of raising aviation awareness so that kids from Ekasi and other townships get to know about the industry and get to know about aviation and what it's about, the different opportunities that you can find in it, and how to get there, how to become a pilot, how to become an air traffic controller, how to become an aircraft technician, and so forth.
I've been seeing the hashtag "Every bar has a story" on your posters and flyers. What is the reasoning behind that hashtag?
Hashtag Every Bar Has a Story is actually the initiative that we pulled together. We came up with a strategic way of me celebrating my birthday. And I was like, okay, let's put together something. And we obviously had to find a name for this thing. And if you look at my bars, I have 3 bars. So each and every pilot will have a different story to tell on how we completed those bars. So that's how the title Every Bar Has a Story came about.
Well, my passion of aviation started when I was younger. I used to work on a farm and we used to catch wild animals. I used to get into the chopper every time it took off. I used to love seeing the planet from, up. I didn't really know what to do after high school, and then I decided, let me just follow my dreams, and that's how I got into the school. A day like this is important so we can show the people what we're all about, what aviation is all about, what schools are open in the world for us, what we can achieve in the aviation career. We're here to tell everyone, follow your dreams. It's a fun career. It's an amazing career.
I've learned the different job opportunities there are in aviation. I've been motivated to be more passionate about what I want to do, even if it's not aviation, but passion is what gets you there. My future plans for my career is that hopefully I can take up aeronautical science, as I'm very passionate about science and physics a lot. What I love most about the aviation industry is the fighter jets. Just love the speed and how they go. And also they are the ones that defend our country from external forces.
There are so many job streams within the aviation industry, from private and commercial pilots to aeronautical engineers and air traffic controllers. And some of the youth attending here today got a first-hand experience of how it feels like to fly an actual plane through a flight simulator.
I would say a day like this is important because it brings awareness to young black youth about aviation, because most of the people don't know much about piloting and how the process goes. My future plans is to become an airline captain, if not then an aerobatics pilot.
When I went to the South African Civil Aviation headquarters, they had an open day about careers. There was a person who did the presentation about piloting, and it was specifically a lady. So I think I got more inspired because the presentation was done by a lady, and at that point I was considering piloting, so I didn't know whether should I do piloting or not. But at that moment, that's when I knew, okay, what, I want to do piloting, and I want to eventually be an airline pilot.
You don't go to university to actually become a pilot, or if you want to become an air traffic controller or flight attendant, there's actually set schools where you go after matric and you start flying. And with that, having said that, I would advise them to follow their passion. Passion is really important. Don't do something because a bunch of friends are doing it, or go to university because all your friends want to become engineers. Do something because you love it and you're passionate about it. And working hard is the most vital and important part.
Hoping to host 1,500 learners, Dumi is using social media to work with business, universities, communities, even the president, to be the wind beneath the wings of these aspiring aviators.
If there's one thing that I've learned here today is that there's so many opportunities within the aviation industry besides just being a pilot. And so many organizations and institutions are out there to make pursuing a career in this industry so much easier. If there's one thing that I can't wait for is for these youngsters to be flying us across the world and of course asking us if we want beef or chicken.